Communication networks are an integral part of our daily lives. We use them in order to communicate with our friends and loved ones, while doing our homework, to play with our friends, to order a movie for the evening, a book, or the latest CD of your favorite band, while companies are using them to conduct their business transactions. Aside from the pivotal role that they play on today's markets and the global economy, communication networks offer new opportunities for businesses and citizens, irrespective of age or location. The importance of communications networks to the economy and the citizens' everyday life is manifested each time a problem occurs, affecting their normal operation.
We're using communication in almost everywhere in our daily life. Our society is very much dependent on a reliable and secure communication infrastructure.
Just consider the effect in your daily life caused by the unavailability or problems of communication services such as telephone, internet, mobile phone, SMS. Thus, resilience and security of communication networks and the services that they support is an issue of critical importance to the EU economy and its citizens, having an impact on the day-to-day operation of businesses but also affecting daily lives of EU citizens. What is it meant by the term resilience? It is the ability of communications network to protect itself as well as recover from intentional and unintentional faults that might affect its normal operation. At the same time, a resilient network needs to be ready to heal and recover in situations of crisis or in view of a problem or fault. Like a musical chord, which although vibrating is elastic and resilient to forces from all directions, the network should be able to heal and recover from faults.
So while these are good academic issues to address, we must still rely on the industry and providers to make secure, safe networks available for the future.
These faults are common phenomena. They could be caused by malicious intentions such as cyber attacks, but also physical phenomena, technical failures, or even unintentional human mistakes. Just consider the common situation where a crew performing some works of public infrastructure by accident destroys parts of a communication network cabling. But similar crisis situations can also occur under normal operating conditions, simply due to high popularity or demand of a particular service. Recently, Europe's digital library, museum and archive, Europeana, crashed soon after its launch due to the overwhelming interest by internet users across the globe, resulting in 10 million requests for information per minute. The experience shows that neither single providers nor a country alone could effectively detect, prevent, and respond to such threats. The European Commission highlighted the importance of security and resilience of communications networks in several important policy interventions. In 2008, ENISA, the European Network Information Security Agency, recognized this need and devised a program with the ultimate objective to collectively evaluate and improve the resilience of public communications networks in Europe.
We are very happy that the European Commission takes this issue seriously, and we are happy to provide them with knowledge, and we are happy to discuss with them about these networks.
By nature, telecommunication networks and the services that they support extend beyond the borders of single nations. At the same time, it is natural to observe differences in terms of approach, but also in terms of maturity across the member states of the EU that hamper cooperation in a market that underpinning EU's economy.
There is need for European-wide cooperation to enhance the resilience of e-communication networks.
Recognizing that resilience is a concern for all of the actors of the telecommunications value chain, ENISA follows a holistic approach covering three axes in parallel through technologies and standards, policies and regulations, and providers' measures.
We believe that DNS security is the key aspect for making sure that the security of the internet is maintained and that we can build the services we need for the future.
For each of these lines of activity, ENISA takes stock of the current situation, identifies the gaps where contribution is needed, and develops best practices and guidelines.
As we are talking about resilience of communication networks and services, we are talking about very complex and difficult issues. I think that ENISA has done a very good job in putting pieces together in this complex puzzle.
To achieve its goal, ENISA discusses the issue of resilience and collaborates with experts from network operators, service providers, network equipment vendors, academia, and policy-making bodies.
Discussions between policymakers, carriers, and the commercial services sector is the way to make sure that we have the integrated and trusted internet that we want for the future.
To promote the results of its work and to gather input for the directions to follow, ENISA organises workshops on improving the resilience of networks.
I came to the ENISA workshop to learn more about what ENISA is doing in this area and to participate in the workshop. I have found it very useful.
Reliable communications networks and services are critical to public welfare and economic stability of our society. Disruptions in their operation reveal the increased dependency of our society upon them. Experience shows that neither single provider nor a country alone could effectively detect, prevent and respond to such threats. ENISA, in close collaboration with all sector actors, addresses this complex area from an EU market perspective, contributing towards the vision of reliable communications networks and services for the EU citizens.